kind of like a get ready with me and a story time about the time. So I had an account with care.com. It advertises all over the TV, and I thought it was, reliable. But guess it wasn't, because I got scammed, So about in June or July, I'm not sure which month it was, but it wasn't that long ago, it was a couple months ago, I created the account for care.com. For about a good month, I hadn't received any callbacks or anything like that. So I was like, you know what, whatever, forget this. And I get in text message, because on care.com, your profile, the other people can see what you've provided, like your email, your phone number, like a little bio about what you're certified in, like if you're CPR certified, or just like things like that. And so this lady, Janet, she texts me and she was like, hey, my name is Janet, and I'm looking for somebody to babysit my 6-year-old son, and if you could get back to me at this email. She gave me her email, and I gave her, kind of introduced myself to her, I gave her some information. She emailed me back and she was like, yeah, so I'm paying $15 an hour. She's like, I'm a single mom, and I'm from Baltimore, and I'm moving into your area soon. So she needed me to run errands such as paying the furniture people and things of that sort. Paying the furniture people for her house, and just, running errands. So I was like, okay, which can be done at the Walmart closest to you. So it won't be stressful or anything. So I was like, okay, yeah, like that seems reasonable. I didn't think anything of it. I thought she was talking about the furniture at Walmart, because I mean, come on, Walmart sells furniture like tables and couches and stuff like that. So I went ahead and sent her my information. She told me the check would come in the next, couple days. So after this, we stopped communicating through email, and she texted me and she was like, hey, I went ahead and sent the check to you, and I just wanted to let you know it should be there in a couple of days. So I was like, okay, sounds good. Sorry. I look so funny doing this. Went ahead and went and picked up my check from the mailbox. I was going to Walmart to get the furniture and things like that. Well, sure wasn't furniture. I got there and I let her know I was there, so she went and proceeded to tell me to go to the MoneyGram area and send the MoneyGram to so-and-so. She sent me their information and things like that, and I was like, this is a little fishy. So I called her, didn't pick up yet again, so I texted her, and I was like, why MoneyGram? Why am I not just getting the furniture from Walmart? She tells me that it is a quote-unquote private furniture business thing. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. So I went ahead and did the MoneyGram. The first MoneyGram was for, I believe, $1,300. Yeah, $1,300 to somebody in California. And the funny thing is, oh my god, I almost spit. The funny thing is, when I went to Walmart, The lady that did my MoneyGram, she looked at my ID and she looked at the name and she was like, "Do you know this person?" And I was like, "No." But the lady I babysit for wants me to send this MoneyGram out to this person. And she was like, "Yeah, I was just wondering because, you know, there's been a lot of scamming going on nowadays, and if you don't know the person, I wouldn't advise you go through with this transaction, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Okay, give me just 1 second, let me call her." So I called her, yet again, no answer. And I texted her and I was like, "Hey, I don't know why I'm using that without any concealer. And I didn't even color my eyebrows in. Why am I dumb? Yeah. Obviously, because I got scammed. Stupid. So I went ahead and texted her and she was like, "Yeah, just let them know that it's a family member of mine." Stupid me thinking, yeah, she's being honest with me. Yeah. Alright. So I go to the lady and I'm like, "Yeah, it's a family member of hers. You can go ahead and do the transaction." So she goes on with the transaction and everything was good. Everything was fine. And I sent Janet, the lady. So she does a transaction and I leave. Everything went well. And I go home. About 10 minutes later, she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm at home, about to get ready for work." And she was like, "Oh, okay. Well, there's another favor I have to ask you." And I was like, "Alright. Okay." And she was like, "Do you mind doing another money transfer for me?" And I was like, "Well, first one went well, so I mean, yeah, why not?" And she's like, "This is another furniture place." And I was like, "Okay. Alright, sounds good to me." So I went ahead and did another money transfer. I think it was of like $800. Later on that day, I go to Chick-fil-A with a friend and I go to pay for my food with my debit card. And the transaction is declined. And I was like, can't be declined. I know I have like at least a good $700 in my account. Or how much was it? 500 or 600 in my account. I went somewhere else just thinking that something was wrong with Chick-fil-A's card reader and tried paying there. My card was declined yet again. I'm like, "Oh my God, what just happened? Am I in trouble?" So get ready to go to work. I go to work and I call SunTrust. SunTrust proceeds to tell me that the check that was deposited was counterfeit. And I'm literally on the phone with the lady arguing for a good 30 minutes and I'm like, "So why didn't anybody tell me it was counterfeit?" And she's like, "Ma'am, it takes a couple of days to realize that it's counterfeit, or 24 hours to realize it's counterfeit because the checks are sent somewhere and then those people let us know if it's counterfeit or not." And I was like, okay. So the money that was in there, they obviously, the $500 that was still left in there, I didn't have to owe that, but everything else, I think it was like almost $2,000 that I was in debt, I had to owe. Oh! Oops. Okay, before I drop everything, let me just... Oh, yuck. My parents are pretty chill about it. They weren't chill, but like, they were pretty like understanding. That's a better word for that. They were understanding about the situation. I know if any of other of my friends were to tell their parents that, they would probably like go ballistic. Like, "Are you nuts? Like, what were you thinking?" have been. And I'm glad it happened because now I know people are actually like this in the world. Like, before, I guess I was just like naive and like didn't want to believe that like people can actually be so like crazy. I mean, why would you want to mascara really quick and then I am done? Ow. And I know I'm not the only one, because I see videos on YouTube where a lot of people just like me have been scammed just the same way. Thank you guys for watching, and be sure to like and subscribe.